Hey guys, good afternoon. How you guys doing? I want to thank everybody that has liked my videos and to anyone who has even subscribed to my channel. I have a small channel, but that's okay. I do not make videos to get subscribers or even likes. I do videos because I like to do them. I wanted to make videos because I wanted to get into video editing. The videos you see on my channel are the videos that I make to share my experience with DCS and to get better with video editing. I hope that I'm creating videos you guys will like to see, and if I do, that's all the better. I am a Gen X baby. I'm in my mid-50s and my father was in the Air Force. Music is my life. When I was young, my father was stationed in Korea, Japan, and the Philippines. Radio stations back in the late 70s on an Air Force base overseas, they had probably about 2 or 3 radio stations. My music range goes from AC/DC to Leonard Skinner to Jackie Wilson to Duran Duran, Drake, Rihanna, etc. So, the reason why I'm saying that is because you guys can probably tell by my previous videos, there is music. Now, I will admit, I will not always choose music that everybody likes, but I try to keep an effort on to make the music that most everybody can enjoy. Plus, you guys know me, I hate recording myself. I do my videos on the weekend, and on the weekend I'm usually in a groove type of mood, hence the groove type music. Alright, just to remind you guys, this is an early access module. A lot of things have not been implemented yet. And I'm not going to go over how to set up an airfield to give and receive cargo. Reason why is because I usually take off from one of my FOBs and they do not have warehouses to where you can receive and give cargo. But what I'm going to do is leave a video description of my favorite YouTube channel that will give you all the news about DCS, which is H.I.P, how I play. In that video, he explains how to set up an airfield to receive and give cargo. But there's a way to load cargo from anywhere on the map and drop it off anywhere on the map. And that's what I'm going to show you guys. You can load anything that is labeled as cargo through the mission editor. I have a lot of mods that are cargo. One of them is this Humvee that I'm about to load up in this helicopter. I've not tried any other mods as cargo yet, so just make sure your cargo fits the helicopter. There are rules when you place cargo near a helicopter. The cargo must be at least 150 feet away from the helicopter. I believe that's correct. If I'm not correct, you guys can go ahead and correct me. Because you're not able to place a helicopter where it is and then, park a Humvee across the street and expect the helicopter to pick it up. I'm just saying. When I'm loading cargo, I do not add any side gunners. Right now, there are no rules of engagement, bindings that I can find for the gunners to shoot or hold, no commands for short bursts or long bursts or anything. The gunners are there, but they're not implemented yet to shoot anyone from what I can see. The other reason why I do not put gunners in there while I'm loading internal cargo, I'll show you in a minute. Alright guys, let's talk about cargo. One rule whenever you go ahead and load internal cargo, you have to have the ramp fully opened. Okay? The bindings for opening and closing the ramp, if you look at your control options, there are 4 options. One is command engineer to lower ramp fully, command engineer to lower ramp to next stage, command engineer to raise ramp fully, and then command engineer to raise ramp to next stage. Okay? Now, loading internal cargo is new. Okay? But they have not implemented troops to be loaded as cargo as of right now. In order to load the troops, it is the same as before. You have to embark and disembark the troops to the helicopter. But the ramp does not have to be lowered in order for you to embark or disembark troops. As of now. Okay? But opening the ramp before the troops are loaded or unloaded makes great videos though. So we're going to load the cargo first, okay? You have to go to the comm menu, hit ground crew, and then hit rearm refuel. When you pull up the refuel rearm window, which you guys should be used to, you're going to go ahead and see 2 new buttons. On the left hand side, you'll see cargo with an up arrow, and then you'll see on the right hand side, you'll see cargo with a down arrow. Okay. In order for you guys to go ahead and load that cargo, all you have to do is hit cargo. The Humvee will show up there because it's within range of that helicopter. Okay. If you had more objects around that helicopter, you can choose either one. Okay. So all you have to do is go ahead and hit on Humvee Cargo 1 and then load. And it's loaded. Okay. Now, the second reason why I do not put in side gunners, okay, it may be because of the mod that I'm using, but when you look, it is right there, right behind you. Okay. If you had side gunners on the side of this, they would look funny. Okay. That's the reason why I do not go ahead and add side gunners to any internal cargo that I'm loading at the time. But that's just for now. Okay. Now, going to the troops. In order for you guys to go ahead and load the troops, it's just the same way as before. You have to set up triggers so that way you can embark and disembark the troops to the helicopter. So, you just go back in the menu, you hit Airborne Troops, Embark, Special Forces. And they start embarking to the helicopter. And just like I said, you don't have to have the ramp up or lowered in order to go ahead and embark or disembark troops as of right now. So, troops are loaded. We're going to pull up the ramp and we're going to our destination. What we're going to do is go ahead and put in a flight plan in the pilot control display unit. Okay. And I don't do tutorials. Okay. The reason why I don't do tutorials is because if I hit this button, I call it lever, everybody will crucify me. So that's the reason why I don't do tutorials. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to explain to you guys how I go ahead and put in a flight plan. Okay. If some of the things are wrong, go ahead and watch 47 Driver's YouTube channel about navigation. That's when you're going to go ahead and find out everything about flight plans and everything else. The only thing I'm doing is showing you a video on how I put in flight plan in the pilot control display unit. Now, I don't have track IR on because it's hard for me to go ahead and look at these two screens and then pull up the lat long decimal minutes, and I wear glasses and everything, and it's just all messed up. So I turn track IR off. All right, now the first thing you're going to do is go ahead and to your pilot control display unit right here. Okay, you go ahead and hit flight plan. Okay, whenever you hit flight plan, your first point is you. Okay, good night. That's where I'm starting off from. Okay, now in order for you to get coordinates, you hit F10 while you're in that mission, and then let's just say, because what we're trying to do is go from the FOB down to Terracotta and land a helicopter. So let's just say this is your first waypoint right here. All you have to do is hit left alt and then hit your left mouse button, and the lat long decimal minutes will show up. Okay. You go back to your pilot seat, and the cursor's already in there. Okay. You put in the lat long decimal minutes, but there is a caveat. After you put E, okay, to designate east, you have to put in a 0 and then put in the lat long decimal minutes. I don't know why. Sometimes it happens whenever you go ahead and put in your, lat long decimal minutes in the F18. I don't know why, but 47 Driver says I should do so, and I trust him because he's a driver. He's a 47 driver. That's what his name is. Anyway, you're going to go ahead and put in your lat long minutes in 32, 37, decimal 682. Then you're going to go ahead and put in your east, followed by a 0, and then you put in your digits, 65, 54, decimal, 550. You want to go ahead and put this as your second waypoint. In order to do so, you want to go ahead and put it between your first waypoint and the end. So you're going to go ahead and hit on end. There's your second waypoint. I'm sorry, your first waypoint. Six 094 east 0 6552 475. Okay. Put that in there. So I set up the waypoints from the FOB to Tarancok. All right. Now to go ahead and view your flight plan, you hit on the HSD in the middle console. Then you're going to go ahead and hit the button next to it, which is called off. Then you're going to go ahead and hit overlay. And then you can go ahead and choose flight plan. There's your flight plan. Okay. So it's very easy to go ahead and put in waypoints and the pilot control display unit. Alright, we're here at the airport, and do not say anything about my landing. I didn't think I was on the ground and lifted the collective and, landed a little hard. What can you do? Now, do you guys remember earlier in this video, I asked you guys to remember the refuel rearm window? And I know you guys know about the refuel rearm window, but there is a button on the bottom right hand side that says cargo with a down arrow. When I recorded this part of the video, it was not live. I had to go ahead and record a track. And whenever you go ahead and record a track and you go ahead and show the rearm refuel window, it won't show up. So all you have to do is go ahead and make sure the ramp is lowered, and then you go to ground crew, you go to rearm refuel, it won't show, but on the right hand side of rearm refuel, you're going to hit the cargo button with the down arrow. It'll open up a window. You'll hit your cargo, and then you'll unload. The troops, same thing as always, okay, to unload the troops. Go to airborne troops, disembark, called my guys SF for Special Forces, and disembark, okay? Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I know it was a little bit longer than usual, but I wanted to give you some background information on me. But I know I messed some things up, so don't crucify me in the remarks. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. You guys have a great day.